Hey everybody, welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. Last time we rescued Sandra Dorset, Jackie and I. We were given a job by Wakako Okada, a fixer who is in Japantown, I believe. And we rescued Sandra Dorset, who had been captured by the scavengers and was going to meet a really grisly fate having a cyberware ripped out. But she's been taken away now by Trauma Team, and we've returned home. Watson at the moment is on lockdown, so we can't actually get to Okako to pick up our payment. But we're back here in V's apartment, nicely decked out. Thanks to mods. Link down in the description for the current mod list that we've got running at the moment. Now, I just want to have a quick word about shards. I realized at the end of the last episode that there was quite a lot of reading to be done because we picked up a number of shards during the Sandra Dorset mission. That should sort of slowly decrease because one of the times, one of the mods that I've got installed should filter those out over time. It's the hide red shards mod, and it means that any shards that we've read elsewhere in the game shouldn't appear when we go to new places. So we should over time start to eat our way through the shards without repeating any, without picking up any that we've already seen. With that said, I know there's at least 2 shards in V's apartment that I want to take a look at. So, new release brain dances. What's up, BD maniacs? Hungry for a new emo rush? Then check out the latest word from the freshest BDs on the market. So, BDs are brain dances. We'll see them a lot more as the game goes on, but essentially, for now, if you're not familiar with them, think of them as a recording of another person's experiences. So, if you dive into a BD, you see what they see, you hear what they hear, smell what they smell, but also you feel what they feel. It can transmit feelings through the recording as well. So it's essentially transporting you to someone else's experience. Foreign body. The body is everything. There is nothing else. It is you. But it is also just a tool for your mind to interact with the world. But what would happen if this tool tried to live its own life? What if it tried to kill you? Though not a particularly original addition to the thriller genre, this brain dance featuring Luke Poller is still a solid experiential ride. The fear of disobedient implants has been around since pirates were walking around on peg legs. Well, maybe not that long, but as a result, the trope has been pervasive in film, brain dance, and urban legend alike. Still, Foreign Body borrows some of the genre's best elements while still incorporating just enough new stuff to the mix to keep it interesting. After all, it's not every day you see the world from the perspective of a sentient arm. Maxwell's Rehab. The brain dance season has been chock full of horror, but this one stands out from the rest. The always phenomenal Maxwell Ramirez is pushed to the brink of cyberpsychosis so we can relive his return to normalcy. We were reading about cyberpsychosis last time. The title offers a tone of optimism, but don't let that fool you. You will relive Maxwell's slip into psychosis, the heartbreak of his wife, and the gradual reintegration into the world that is now far different from how he left it. This BD is a must relive of the season, but it's not for the faint of heart. Badlands Raid. At last, a BD for those looking for something a little lighter. Badlands Raid is a remake of the 2023 classic, which was an innovative tour de force of the time. For those of you unfamiliar, the plot revolves around an ordinary, boring guy who accidentally gets tangled up in a nomad ambush on a Zetatech convoy. I won't spoil it because even though the main plot hasn't changed in 54 years, most people these days probably don't know the ending. What I will say is this: the remake's creators have introduced a few modern twists into the story that should make for a pleasant surprise to classics lovers and newbies alike. Okay, and I know that we've got our bed here, which you can stay for the night, but I'm pretty sure... Yes, here we go. There's another shard. The Relic. Why all the fuss? This will become very important later on. For years, experts in the field of cybernetics, neurology, and psychology have been desperately trying to merge human consciousness with silicon. Until now, their efforts have been unsuccessful, though scientists have managed to create artificial intelligences that can compare or indeed surpass human intellect. Copying the human eye has remained beyond our capabilities. Attempts to do so have merely resulted in sophisticated chatbots, digital beings capable of mimicking human speech and mannerisms, but devoid of self-awareness. Today, experts from Arasaka announced a breakthrough. Their newest project, dubbed the Relic, allows human minds to be copied onto shards no larger than a cred chip. What's more, the shards can be slotted into one's neural port, allowing the user to hear and see digitized personality constructs. Sadly, I haven't been able to personally examine the specifications of this remarkable piece of technology. Access to the relic is heavily restricted by Arasaka, and only a small, select group of testers are allowed to participate in the program. Unsurprisingly, these testers are among the wealthiest and most influential people in the world, precisely the kinds of people Arasaka would like to have in its pocket. For the ordinary consumers reading this, don't expect the relic to hit mass markets anytime soon. Ah, well, what a crying shame we'll never be able to get our hands on one of these relics, eh? Ha! So, let's take a quick look around. I'm pretty certain that was all of the stuff that we can look at. Oh, I tell you what we haven't done. We haven't been into our weapons cache. Nice. Your stash is a secure system for storing equipment and can be accessed from all of your available safe houses and vehicles. For example, if you store something in your car trunk, you'll be able to access it from your apartment later on. That's dead handy and something I completely failed to utilise when I played this game before. Right. We also have a number of weapon slots on the walls. There's a certain amount of kind of legendary weapons, I guess, that you can... Oh, that's rather handy. That you can pick up and stash into the wall crevices here to put them on display. Oh! You've got a katana! Yes! Excellent. Though it is showing 0 DPS. That's kind of weird. Right, the Black Unicorn. The razor-like blade is as merciless as death itself. The guard is fashioned from premium materials and the handle is crafted so exquisitely it belongs in a museum. Most importantly, it remains light and nimble to wield because it was forged DRM-free. Okay, I think I can see where that's come from. That's the GOG launcher DLC, I think, for getting the pre-order. A regular blade. Well, we're not going to need that if we've got the katana. Right, let's transfer that over. Oh, okay. So it looks like it does go into its own... melee weapons do go into their own category. I was wondering that before. But it obviously didn't appear because I had nothing on me. Let's just check. Okay, 205.7 DPS. That's a little bit better than 0. What were the extra features? Ooh, a nice chunk of physical damage, 10% crit and bleeding chance. Yes, please. We'll take that. Thank you kindly. What else do we have here? So, V's tattered crop top. Oh, we saw that in the montage. Her streetwear pants. Yes. So, okay, cool. So they were from the actual intro. What have we got here? Frag grenades. Yes, we'll take you. Thank you kindly. And we've also got the Wolf School t-shirt. When you have to choose between neo-kitsch and neo-militaristic but can't make up your mind. The Galaxy t-shirt, find your place among the stars, and Wolf School jacket, because the world in 2077 could still use a monster hunter. I mean, that's pretty fair. Right, it's got a couple of points of extra armor over this, so let's go for Wolf School. Yeah, why not? Right, that's everything we want from there. Let's see. Let's transfer... Oh, we've got more clothes here, actually. Wait, didn't we... Okay, we didn't put that on when we took it out, unfortunately. Right, I picked up a few bits and pieces from the enemies as we fought them by the looks of it. Some warm biker shoes. That's an improvement. Aramid-lined street shoes. Fresh from this season's scav fashion trends. Oh, do I really want to look like a scav? Okay, nothing else of much use. Quite handy that we can see the green arrow on the icons as well, actually, as we're looking at them. Right, so let's get that Wolf School t-shirt on. Oh, it's got 2 upgrade slots as well. Nice, 2 mod slots. That's dead handy. Do we have anything lower body? No. And shoes? Not completely happy with wearing scav clothes, but yeah, fine. It'll do. It ups our defense. That's the main thing. Okay. I suppose I'll have to equip the sword as well at some point, but we can get to that in a moment. Ooh, what do we have here? Titanium layer platform boots. Old camo shoulder straps. Oh, with a clothing mod slot. Right, awesome. So we basically wear that over our t-shirt as a jacket. I mean, it doesn't look like it offers a lot of protection, but it's got a mod slot. So we'll equip... I said we'll equip that. Baseball cap. No, not really interested in headwear. Right, I'm going to take everything and probably just go and sell most of it, to be honest with you. Why? No, do not deny me the eddies. There we go. Gotcha. And a little bit of junk. Now, I was going to do a thing before I walked over and did that. What was I going to do? Damn it. I can't remember. I was going to do something before I walked in there. Perhaps I was just going to go and check out the clothes, which I've now done. So, let's get ourselves off to Betty Buys. Why, V? Why? Why do you sleep like that? Why? Oh, I don't understand. Maniac. There are actually other apartment mods which fix that animation specifically. Right. Systems diagnostics opening up. We've got a bit of a glitch in our system by the looks of things.
Whoa, V. You get your beauty sleep? No matter. Time you got up.
I think I might have caught something when I jacked into that Corpo's biomon. Don't know, a neurovirus or... Need to see Vic. Let him tell me what's got my head reeling and my stomach churning.
Okay, let me take you. I brought you a ride. Yeah, throw on some threads, meet me downstairs.
Cool. Right, let's... well, we're throwing on threads. Have we got the... Wait, where's the harness thing? Why can't I see the harness thing? We've not got the harness thing on. We have got the harness thing on. There, oh, it covers the wolf's eyes. Okay, fine. Oh, we've got a hat as well, apparently. Oh, yeah, we got the white baseball cap, didn't we? Oh. No. No, that ruins the look. Can't possibly. How much armor does it have? No armor at all. Yeah, no, that's getting sold as soon as we can. I think we have a sell point somewhat. Damn it. Why? No. Why are the things in this apartment taunting me? Fine, we'll do without. Well, home sweet home.
What?
Regina Jones.
Hey V, Regina Jones here. If you're looking for work in Watson, give me a call.
How did you find me? How'd you even know my name?
I know where to gather my intel. Could even call me a collector. Later, V.
Fucking gone, piece of shit.
Language. Okay, so Regina. Hey V, Regina Jones here. I heard you're looking for work in Watson. Just so happens I'm one of its main employers. If you don't want to waste those talents of yours, check the gigs I sent you. Do good work, and there's more where that came from. I'll be in touch. Journal. Ripperdoc, meet with Jackie. Let's see. Completed. Okay, I'm pretty certain, if I remember rightly, that Regina Jones offers a loads of side gigs, and she adds them to your map, so we'll take a look at that a little bit later. In the meantime, if you're on the hunt for crime, you won't find better Ripper than Viktor. Yes, we need to go and meet Viktor Vektor, our Ripperdoc. But first of all, this is what I'm looking for. Drop point, so we can sell some stuff. So, let's see, what can we get rid of? I quite like this revolver. This is actually quite nice. We're going to hang on to this just as a backup weapon, I think. So let's... Oh, actually, do I want to sell stuff at the moment, or do I... Yeah, I'm going to sell stuff. I am going to, later on, actually look at breaking stuff down for crafting components, because you can also do that with weapons and stuff that you pick up. Clicking the right button sells junk. Sell 10 junk items for 33 eddies. Why the devil not? That's all the stuff that we got rid of. Okay. You can buy them back as well, though I don't know quite why you would want to do such a thing. Let's get rid of these. Right, clothing. What don't we want? Let's just get rid of all of these shoes and bits and bobs. We don't want those horrible shorts. These pants are the ones that we've got on. Right, biker jacket. I might keep that, actually. Has it got any? No, it's not got any mod slots, actually. That's something I should be concentrating on. What has got mod slots? I think everything that you can add mods to has a slightly different background, I guess. It's got these pink circles up in the top left for mods as well. Let's just get rid of this stuff. We're going to pick up absolutely tons of clothing as we go through the game. Believe me. I'm going to keep V's favourite top because it's V's favourite top. In fact, I might quickly run back in and put that back in the apartment. Titanium layer platform. No, they were nasty. Right. I think that's pretty much all we've got. We've got some food. We've got some grenades. Yeah, we'll keep the rest. Cool. Nice, that gave us some credits. Let's... ooh, 255 as well. Let's quickly run back in. And I'm going to just drop V's favourite top into our stash. Right, let's make our way downstairs. So this is V's mega building. This is where she calls home. Not the nicest joint. Yeah, the neighbours leave something to be desired.
Did you know last-gen Cyberpunk damage your nerves?
That sounds like a sales ploy.
Come on!
An announcement over the tannoy.
14 is no good. It's just not enough.
Announcement over the tannoy said, did you know last year's cyberware can cause major health damage? Comes from the mega corporations that happen to be peddling the new models.
How about a round or two?
Huh.
What do you say?
Okay.
How you like my new punching bag? Just gave me a next-gen ass whooping, he did. Be
Did he
curious
now?
to see how he handles the likes of V. So how about it?
Hey, bot, how's it going?
How's it going? Fight's about to start. Not gonna watch? Take notes?
Malone versus Hernandez? Nah. Our chrome friend here don't watch TV. Don't talk neither. Only way he communicates is with them fists.
No, we'll see about that. Where'd you pick him up?
Where'd you get him, Fred?
Off the street. Saw him looking up at me with these big, sad eyes. So I took the poor pup in. Fed him, clothed him. Nah, for real. He's a military bot. Got a sweet deal, and a tumor mine tossed in a few upgrades. Now, here we are.
An upgraded military bot, and you're using him for sparring practice. Come on, we'll give it a go.
Let's do this.
Light on your feet. Keep that head moving.
Come on then, bot. How about you? Come on. Super intelligence, my ass.
Monetizing it? I can arrange a fight or two. What do you say?
What? Monetizing my fists? Alright. You've got my attention. Yeah, do you ever go in for these sorts of competitions?
You go in the ring yourself?
Not anymore. Skull's taking too much of a beating. Reflexes ain't what they used to be.
There's ways of fixing that. Korenzikov should do the trick.
Rather dish out my eddies for something else. It's time I started taking it easy.
Okay, that's fair. Wait, get up. Oh, there we go. That was weird. It didn't want me to carry on the conversation. Yeah, so tell me more.
You mentioned something about fighting?
I've seen you landing blows in the ring. You've got sharp instinct, good edge. You can go far, especially if you get chipped. These fights, let's just say they aren't legal, but very lucrative.
Lucrative for who? You or me?
Both of us. I get a small percentage of the total winnings, you know, as your agent.
Oh, you're my agent now.
You get the rest.
Yeah, do you know what, Fred? I like you. Go on, I'm in.
Sounds fair.
It's like I said. Good instinct. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your eddies, and start swinging. You win, you take home the pot. Manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight in the grand finale. That all clear?
Crystal.
Good. Oh, except you won't be setting foot outside old Watson. Not yet. You can start in Kabuki. I believe in you, V. Time to show this city what you're made of.
Sounds like a challenge. Oh, hello. What are you beaming to me? Details? All right. New job. Beat on the brat, Kabuki. Ah, that's what he was doing. He was sending me a text message. Nice. So about these fights.
About those fights you mentioned.
V. If you don't have a titanium skull lining, you're gonna have memory problems in no time. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your eddies, and start swinging. You win, you take home the pot.
Okay.
Manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight the grand finale.
Yep.
That all clear?
Got it.
Crystal.
Good. Oh, except you.
Okay, well, let's just skip this because this is just repeating the conversation that we had before. Yeah, what have you got on sale? I'm actually intrigued.
What have you got for sale?
Only top shelf gear.
What, like a baseball bat? Top shelf baseball bat. Oh, he does have a katana actually. 205.7 DPS, so that's actually equal to the katana we've already got. But what else do you have? So you've got blades, smaller knives. You've got lots of craft. Oh no, you've got a few crafting components, but you've got what are these? Are these mods? No modifications. Nice. Increases crit chance by 8%. Nice. Skill shard street brawler. Gain XP for the street brawler skill. You can buy shards to increase XP. Nice. Batons. What's that? A tire iron. A hammer. Okay. All right. We'll skip for now. Handy to know that he's got epic and legendary upgrade components, though they're really expensive. Wow, almost 17,000 eddies. We'll skip for now, thanks. But handy to know that that's there. Right, we've got another shard here. What have we got? Dr. Havoc and Radon. The battery sphere is in dire straits. The Irinians have occupied almost half the city. Them and their techno-rat scourge have transformed almost everyone into hordes of mindless zombies. Battery Arena is now the final point of resistance against the invaders from Planet X. It seems the end is inevitable. That is, until the legendary mercenary pair arrive just in the nick of time after years of mysterious absence. Amidst the cigar smoke and glint of chrome armor, Dr. Havoc and Radon slaughter scores of enemies without mercy. After all, who could possibly slow the mighty force of a laser-armed mountain of muscle and his spitfire of a sidekick who could transform into a sentient cloud of radioactive gas? What the hell am I reading? I'll tell you, no one so far. Rose Tenorio and Martoni Eliezer take us in the world of computer games. Ah, okay. First imagined in the bestseller movie Kibble and Scop by Abe Frost. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a roller coaster ride of comic book violence. If you've ever wondered what the action of the Battery Arena may have looked like, Dr. Havoc and Radon is a must-buy. Dive in now. So, it's a video game. Okay, it's cool. So, they as well as brain dances, they do actually still play good old-fashioned computer games. That's kind of a bit of a relief. Nice to know there's still some constants in this crazy future world. Sorry, bot, didn't mean to completely wipe you out. I did notice there's another shard over here. Let's take a look and see what this is. The Big 5 Employers in Night City 2077. It's that time of year again. We present our list of the biggest and best corps to work for in Night City. Who offers paid vacation? Who pays for employees' trauma team insurance policies? Who provides discounts for daycare and child bodyguard services? Have a look at our rankings below. Child bodyguard services. Oh my god. You need to hire armed thugs to protect your children. 1. Arasaka. Coming in again this year in our #1 spot, the Japanese Zaibatsu juggernaut. Employees can expect to be fit with the latest in cyberware technology with a loyalty application of only 20 years. Okay, employees can expect to be fit with the latest in cyberware. I'd imagine that's probably mandatory by clause of their contract. 2. Militech. The American arms giant provides its employees with up to 50% discounts on all Militech weapons. With a deal that good, you'd be able to put a Mark 31 heavy machine gun under the Christmas tree for everyone in the family. Right, it's just occurred to me that that HMG that I picked up in the scavengers place, that's HMG. I didn't know that stood for heavy machine gun. Forgive me. 3. Biotechnica. Our 2077 bronze medal goes to Biotechnica, who offers up to 6 paid vacation days a year. Wow! My goodness, they're all hard, aren't they, these megacorps? 4. Kangtao. China's largest tech and arms manufacturer treats its employees to a gold membership with Trauma Team. Never spend a single minute of your 50-year loyalty pledge worrying about paying for health coverage. Oh my god, once you're in with a corp, you have to stay with them for 50 years. And 5. Night Corp. While this hometown product can't compete with the biggest international players in terms of budget or ambition, they certainly know how to spoil their staff. Night Corp snuck into our Big 5 after a recent announcement to reduce the mandatory work week to just 80 hours. They are a must-apply for all you family-focused folks out there. So Night Corp, well, for anyone who doesn't know, the two huge megacorps in Night City that dominate the entire place are Arasaka and Militech, and they have been at war with each other, either openly or sort of corporate war, for decades. Biotechnica, I think if I remember right, own the growing farms outside of the city that provide a big chunk of the food to Night City. Kangtao are a large arms manufacturer that I don't think they've got a base in Night City, if I'm right. And Night Corp are essentially the people that sort of own and operate Night City. They're kind of the closest thing to a city council, I guess, except they are a corporation in and of themselves. Okay, let's get ourselves outside. I think we might have to call into Second Amendment first.
Hey, this sweet little 45's waiting for its mommy. Purrs after every shot now.
Okay. Don't remember leaving my gun with you, but alright. Come on then, Wilson.
Let's have a look.
Is this... Let me see. Dying Night. Is that it? Yes. So there's no Eddie Costa to the bottom. This thing looks like it was cobbled together by some gonk-brain DIYer, but it shoots like a dream. Okay, well, I mean, it's free, I guess. So, oh, we've got lots of... lots of components, lots of mods for fairly reasonable prices, actually, by the looks of it. Increases chance to apply status-related damage effects by 10%. Renders your weapon non-lethal, allowing you to damage your enemies without killing them. That might come in handy a little bit later, I think. I tell you what, Wilson, you've got a decent range here, actually, haven't you? You've got sights as well. Is that a silencer? Yeah, increases headshot damage by 10%, reduces damage by 10%. Several scopes. What's this? A holographic long scope developed by Arasaka. Ooh. Plus 10 meter range. Minus 0.1 seconds ADS time. ADS time? Aim down sight. Right. Minus 0.1 second aim down sight time. Several weapons, although they're all... some are too expensive. Some are street cred locked. So, like I said, we've got to increase our street cred to get access to some items. But we've also got frag grenades. A recon grenade scans its surroundings for 7 seconds and highlights detected enemies. Nice. What's this? A crafting spec for... oh, excellent. So I can buy that once I get 6 street cred. It's only 68 eddies. Awesome. And it allows us to craft our own grenades.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, hello. Upgrading iconic weapons and clothing. You've just received an iconic item along with a set of iconic crafting specs. You can use these to upgrade it to higher rarities, substantially increasing its power. Iconic weapons and clothing can be found all over Night City and are uniquely capable of increasing their rarity with the right components and crafting perks. When a higher rarity iconic item is crafted, the lower rarity version is destroyed. Right. So that gun that I just picked up was an iconic. So let's have a look. Is it because it's gold? Let's see. Yeah, Dying Night, uncommon / iconic. Right, so it's an uncommon grade weapon, but it's also iconic. Cool, so it throws it in with that. So, how... Let's take a look at the crafting tab. So that's the everything tab, ranged weapons. So this is the Nova. Okay, so this is the gun that I picked up in the Scaver's apartment. We could craft an upgrade for this. I don't particularly want to at the moment. I'm trying to find out... Oh, here we go, Dying Night. Cool. So this is our rare iconic weapon that we just got from Wilson. So... Perk required true craftsman, right? So the upgrade is blocked at the moment, plus we don't have enough common item components, but we could upgrade. Oh no, this is crafting. Sorry, this is crafting, isn't it? Upgrades tab. Right. So we've got insufficient components, but let's see. No difference in DPS. Wait. Why is the upgraded version identical to the base version? That's strange. Maybe it's not showing us what the upgrade would do because we're not able to actually craft it at the moment. That's also... I think these are all blocked by the looks of it because the icons on the left that I'm hitting appear to be greyed out. But that's interesting. We can also upgrade the Black Unicorn. Again, doesn't seem to be showing us anything of interest. But like I say, I'm guessing that's because we don't have the right components. Alright, so let's gather some more stuff and come back to this screen a little bit later, maybe. Ooh. Ah, shooting range. Nice. Can we go in there? No, apparently not. I'm pretty certain we get access to that at some point, though, so... We'll come back later. Right, let's head on down and meet Jackie.
Blue Moon, Red Menace, Purple Force, it's us, Cracks! After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep.
Oh, I've heard of Us Cracks.
Expect the unexpected!
Us Cracks are the girl group that have got the really freaky Kiroshi eye mods.
Oh, it's time for your local news. The Aratama Matsuri Festival is nearly upon us.
Ah, the festival.
The streets of Night City will come alive with exquisite multi-story dashi floats. The festival program will also include musical performances by biwa virtuosos and theatrical performances in the No tradition. The sponsor for the festival is the Arasaka Corporation. And, in an exciting development, even Hanako Arasaka has announced her participation in the Dashi Parade.
Hanako Arasaka. She is one of Saburo Arasaka's daughters. The only surviving one, I think, actually, if I remember right. Saburo Arasaka being the head of the Arasaka Corporation. Infinitely old.
Are we going to talk about yesterday?
It's all in the report.
Wait, you're a cop?
Oh, I read it. Except there's no mention of me telling you to Delta.
Harmony Berry, affiliation NCPD. She's a cop? In heels?
Yeah, no biggie. Not like that cyber
okay.
psycho was intended.
Ah, NCPD scanner hustles. The NCPD will pay you to help fight crime. Gigs. Ah, there we go. That's the sort of thing that Regina will be sending us. Gigs on the right there. Fixers will contact you when you approach a gig's location. And fixers, these intermediaries, will inform you about local gigs available. Sweet. There's Jackie.
Woman of the hour. It took you long enough. Picked up an appetite just waiting. Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vektor.
Yeah, what are you sucking into?
Didn't figure you as the type for Asian. Would have thought you'd find it too exotic.
What do you mean? What's there not to like? Noodles? Check. Synth sirloin? Check. Get some more chile action up in here, and you're looking at Mama Wells' signature sopa de fideos.
Yeah, can't beat that synth sirloin.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or just had a brain fart?
Probably both, because you usually forget shit. But it just so happens, I think I might have bagged us a sweet-ass J.O.B.
Oh?
I mean, maybe it's not as big as that, but just that it's fronted by a little-known someone named Dexter Deshawn. Only the top fixer in Night fucking City. Fat-ass black Jesus of the afterlife. 300 pounds of partly gold-plated coup.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say, hasn't Dex Deshawn been missing for 2 years?
Thought Dex bounced out of the ring a few years ago. Messed with a nasty crew in Pacifica. Things got ugly.
Gang wars 2 years back. Somehow Dex got caught up in the craziness. A lot of bodies lying in the streets by the time the shooting stopped. Yeah, Dex got lucky though. Managed to slip under the radar till tempers cooled. Took a while, but he's made one hell of a comeback.
Okay, so yeah, he's made a comeback, but you don't mess with the guys down in Pacifica. Has he got some heat behind him?
Guy's up to his elbows in blood, Jack. And you want to shake his hand. Work with him.
It's the biz, V. Everyone's got blood on their hands. You deal with it. You move on.
Okay. How have you managed to get in touch with Dexter Deshawn?
How did you manage to pull this? Trade in your spleen or something? As far as I know, we're not the type to get fingered by Dex.
You, me? Oh, but T-Bug, she's the one that hooked us up. Got us talking. Knew it was a done deal the moment he laid eyes on me. 'Cause come on, ain't nobody who can resist this. Am I right?
Sure, Jack. Whatever you say.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
So what's the gig? We meant to come out in one piece?
Well, our savior wants to tell you everything himself. Face to face. No pressure, but old deal's riding on you now, chica.
Yeah, why doesn't he want to speak to you?
Why do I gotta go? You and T-Bug draw straws without me?
T-Bug and Dex go way back, and my face is yesterday's news. Oh, Dex says he needs to check you. Talk to you.
Okay.
Look, V, it's his job, his rules. I can't blame him for taking a personal approach. And it ain't as bad as you think, okay? Trust me.
Guess I got no choice then.
Dex is a real deal when it comes to fixers. Don't get me wrong. Don't got nothing against the Padre or Wakako, but Dex is a league of his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've met a few fixers in my time. I should be alright.
Don't get me started on fixers. They catch a client, find the cheapest gonk to do the job, then drop their corpse at a landfill.
Shit. Hit the nail on the head, V. Gracias, Dios. Muy lleno. Brought your wheels. Gave them to my guy yesterday to smooth over the dents after our dust-up with the scabs.
Oh, cheers.
Thanks, Jack. Much appreciated.
You can call your active vehicle to your current location with right D-pad.
Top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
We'll see about that.
So we rolling or what?
Yep, come on.
Let's feel this factory new ride.
Of course, I got to get used to this whole left-hand drive thing again, haven't I?
Chica, easy on the gas, eh? I just ate.
You got it, Jack.
I was supposed to stop by Vic's anyhow. I got a date.
Oh?
Misty.
You don't say.
She's so sweet. Really gets me, you know?
Okay, next time I'm in this car, we need to find a better radio station, because this just isn't doing it for me. Can you sneak through? Ah! Whoops. Road hog. I was trying to blow the horn, but I can't hear it over the damn radio. Okay, here we are. Handy that Vic's place is so close by.
Come on, V. Find me once Vic's done dusting your circuits. We'll hash out what Dex has cooked up for us.
No problem. Right, so let's see if we can get our way into Viktor Vektor's place.
For your eyes do not belong to you.
Oh, it's Co!
Not only to you. Do you truly believe that those who have sold you your mechanical eyes have resisted the temptation to peek through them? Cameras are all around us, even within us.
I'd love to stop and chat, but I got places to be. I'll catch you in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Misty's place.
Hey, V. Dr. Vektor will see you now.
I'll sit tight over here. Me and Misty got a little catching up to do.
Okay, you two lovebirds, just keep yourself occupied.
Cause I am. Always.
What have we got
Makes
here?
for easier living.
Night cola?
But we got a new job lined up. From a big hitter at
Jackie's awfully pleased with himself for lining this thing up. What have we got here? The world as will and idea. But besides all this, death is the great opportunity no longer to be I, to him who uses it. During life, the will of man is without freedom. His action takes place when, with necessity upon the basis of his unilateral character in the chain of motives. But everyone remembers much that he has done, and on account of which he is by no means satisfied with himself. If now he were to go on living, he would go on acting in the same way, on account of the unilateral nature of his character. Accordingly, he must cease to be what he is in order to be able to arise out of the germ of his nature as a new and different being. Therefore, death loses these bonds. The will again becomes free, for freedom lies in the esse, not in the operari. The hell did I just read?
We're bulletproof.
That was... Not only was that a tongue twister, it made no sense whatsoever. That's 30 seconds of my life I'm never going to get back.
Hello? Anybody there?
Misty, I mean, no disrespect, you got a lovely little shop here, but Jesus, some of the crap you filled it with. What do we got here? I don't know if this is going to be any better.
And they say I've got my head in the clouds. Earth to be.
Yeah. I'm snooping. Horoscope Storyteller Group. Clients from the group Storyteller. Client number 1, MB Scorpio. You did it again. You rolled up your sleeves and cleaned the Augean stables. Everyone admires you, but you know that your only reward will be the next task you're given. There are not many like you in Night City, but without you, the city would have long turned into shadows and dust. Avoid flirty AIs that try to impress you with their knowledge of ancient Greek. Your lucky place, the net. Client 2D. Oh, these are... Right, okay, these are kind of horoscopes, I guess. Scorpio, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus. Yeah, I'm not going to take a detailed read through these. You're a born corpo. Avoid last-minute change to plans. Gemini, know the city like the back of your hand. You're a free spirit in Night City that makes you a unicorn. Avoid overworking. Your lucky place is the newsroom. Taurus. Avoid the waves crashing at your feet. Your lucky place, the TV studio. Aries, avoid sketchy Ripperdocs. I think that advice could probably go for anyone. Avoid... you eat dreamers for breakfast. Avoid genetically modified nuts. Your lucky place is Haywood. Avoid emotional policemen with difficult pasts. Okay. Your lucky place, Compeki Plaza. Note, highly susceptible to the Barnum effect. No idea what that is. Right, anyway, let's get on. We'll steal this crystal decanter.
Hello? Anybody there?
I didn't do it. I didn't touch it. We're all good. Okay. Are you sure it's safe for a child to be playing with that? Whoa, careful where you point that thing. Kitty cat! Hello? It's very unusual to actually see live animals in in Night City. They're kind of a bit of a rare commodity at the moment. Oh, here we go. Viktor's clinic. Ooh. Though a common practice, cyberware installation is still a dangerous and invasive procedure which can only be performed by qualified specialists, Ripperdocs. There are several Ripperdocs operating throughout Night City who offer a variety of different cyberware upgrades. Select your desired cybernetic upgrade from the list and enjoy your new abilities.
Vicky, spry as ever, you old Ripper. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig, had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Oh, kit and caboodle.
All right, Kit. We'll sort you out in a flash.
Nice.
Besides that, how are things?
Yeah, have you heard of this Dexter Deshawn guy?
Met a new fixer. Gave me a job. Name's Dexter Deshawn.
Known quantity from the afterlife. No denying you're moving up.
But? Something you're not telling me, Vic?
Keep your guard up, that's all. I've heard some things about Dex. He's not as chill as he makes himself out to be.
Yeah, I've got a few question marks over his head already, don't you worry.
Need some new kit, but tools, not toys, Vic. Time I bumped up my sights and got a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit's getting real. Got a job from Dex Deshawn, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that can perform.
The Dexter Deshawn? Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet?
Well, no, technically not paid.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time. You hear?
You are a saint, sir. Oh my god. Look at the state of his
Chair,
arm.
Please. Sit down and relax.
Eee. Alright, Vic, what you got?
Kuroshi Optics. Best I've got, and should be about right under the circumstances.
Ooh. Kuroshi, not your average glass eyeball.
Kuroshi, whoa! Vic, nothing tops that on the market.
Sounds like it could come in handy then.
Gave you my word I'd pay you back, but this might be too rich for my blood.
We'll work something out. Right now, I'm just out to make sure you get back in one piece. Eddie's in hand. You peruse and choose while I scan. See what's going on inside.
Cybernetic implants are mechanical replacements for the organic parts of your body. They can give you superhuman-like abilities which can improve your combat capability and help you survive in hazardous conditions. Although a common practice in 2077, the installation of cyberware is still an invasive and sometimes dangerous medical procedure. Only specialists known as Ripperdocs are trusted to install cyberware safely. Alright, so we've got two pieces of cyberware available to us. Now, V kind of cracked the pun that she needs to step up her sights and get a grip, I think it was. Sights are Kuroshi Optics Mark 1. Kuroshi Optical Cyberware is a widely popular suite composed of electroneural enhancements with environment scanning functionality. Yes, we'll take that, thank you kindly. And get a grip. We've got cyberware you acquire in the world can be installed or sold at a Ripperdoc clinic. That's handy to know. We've got Smart Link, so we can't get it yet because of street cred, but that is the thing that allows us to use smart weapons, and that might be an idea, actually. Instead of specialising in tech, we could potentially go for smart weapons. We'll see more of those later. Ballistic coprocessor, this is what we're after, increases the chance to ricochet shots with power weapons and directly links the user's optical implant to the weapon system, offering real-time data tracking. Yes, we'll take it.
Mark 1, like I said. Decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor. In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear.
Sounds rather handy.
This should do the trick. Talks to Kuroshi Tech, too.
I'm ready. Carve away.
Excellent. Let's do this. Lay that major league arm of yours right here.
That thing doesn't look too welcoming. What's new with you, Vic?
So, what's new in the life of Viktor Vektor?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, not much. And that's fine with me. I used to live in a world where all that mattered was who's who, what's what, and how's why.
And what happened?
One day, I just dropped it and never looked back. I'll never be a legend in this town, but been sleeping nights ever since. Just like that. Thanks. Now, a bit of anesthetic and I can start cutting.
Go on, Doc. Do your worst.
Feel anything?
No, not a thing.
Same as always. Don't feel a thing. You ask me that every time, you know. Not as if things are gonna be any different today.
Sure thing, kid. I mean, not like there's any risk of a stroke or paralysis, but what do I know? I'm just a doctor. That's what I thought. Lights out for a minute, all right? Okay, let's test this. See the magic in action. Linking you in.
Oh, that's so weird.
You might feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches.
Go on, Vic, bring it home. There we go. I'm me again.
Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
Ah, nice. A little bit blurry, but... Oh no, there we go.
Whoa, this is fantastic, Vic.
Oh, beautiful.
Scanning people with your optical cyberware can provide you with a lot of useful information, such as how strong an enemy might be, who is in their crew, or what type of weapon they use. As a skilled netrunner, you can see a list of quick hacks which you can use against your enemies.
Time for the scanner.
Hold left bumper.
It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions.
Nice. NCPD database.
I also inject an NCPD file search.
Sweet.
Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well.
A database of individuals with bounties assigned to them is now available to use. You can identify these wanted persons with your scanner. Since all are wanted dead or alive, the methods you use to claim your reward are entirely up to you. Oh, that sounds far too enticing.
It ought to work like a charm.
Nice.
Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
There's the ammo count, bottom right.
How about the neurovirus from the last job? Can you check it?
Done and gone while we were putting in your implant. And a full sweep on your soft and circuits. Zap the critter. You're certified bug-free.
Nice one, Vic.
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now, and another 2 in an hour.
What am I looking at?
A mild stim. Should boost neurotransmission in the short term and muffle some of the side effects while the implant takes.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're the best, Vic. I owe you.
Go on, kid. Show them what you're made of. And once you hit the big leagues, don't forget where you came from.
Oh, I won't. Don't you worry, Vic. I owe you big time for this. Right. We got a message from Jackie, but I think we'll read that next time. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for now, guys. We'll take a quick break, and next time we're going to go and meet up with Jackie, and then go and meet Dexter DeShawn and find out a little bit more about this this lucrative job he's got lined up for us and see what it involves. But until then, if you'd like to leave a like or care to leave a comment, you know what to do, and thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.